I'm Dave, an AI expert and an AI skeptic. Let's get started. So remember the Metaverse? Actually, we were dealing with it about 5 years ago in 2020, but it actually dates back to a novel written in 1992 by Neal Stephenson. It was called Snow Crash, which described a persistent shared 3D virtual world where people appeared as avatars and moved between digital streets, businesses, and social spaces. And so we saw that really kind of as an emerging trend over time. And what happened was a few companies, including Meta, they actually changed their name around the Metaverse, which was once Facebook, jumped right into it and really dedicated their whole time and energy into promoting the concept of what a Metaverse was and the ability to create this virtual world where people could live in it, work in it, even have relations and families in it, weird things like that. And ultimately, it was, deemed as kind of the next generation where things were going. And people understood at the time, it was during the pandemic, we were kind of living through Zoom. And what if we could enter a virtual world with our, Oculus virtual reality glasses and live this very satisfying life? But of course, we all know how that turned out. So my introduction to the Metaverse was around 2020 timeframe, again, during the pandemic. And it was a big concept at the time. People were telling me about it. We're moving in this direction. All the businesses are going to operate in the Metaverse. They were going to do sell some virtual real estate. That was always weird to me. And I think some actually got sold, but it was odd that we're trying to replicate the real world in something that wasn't real. And it just struck me as something that was weird that would never take off. And when I mentioned that to people, they pushed back. They said, no, this is something that's going to be a real large deal and we better get behind it because businesses and retail space are going to move in this direction. And what happened was we did see some initial interest in it, but at the end of the time, I don't think business really picked up on it. They didn't see it as any kind of a productivity gain. Even though we were living on Zoom at the time with the pandemic, that was good enough. We didn't need to enter a virtual world where we're wearing, virtual reality glasses and basically dealing with the avatars of ourselves. So obviously more science fiction-y than people needed at the time or thought was productive at the time. And so it just fell short. So what was interesting to me was the number of people who were all in on the Metaverse.